Welcome back, everybody. This is Devon from DLDFS, and I am going to go over the Lck Slate tonight for April 9th. Got a 5-game slate for tonight. We got 2 Korean games again and 3 LPL, 3 Chinese games. So the three the 3 Chinese games have probably 3 of the best teams in China playing against some so-so teams. And then the Korean games, we have SKT going against Sandbox Gaming, which should be a 2-0 for T1. And we have a Freak of Freaks going against Griffin, which I think that's my game that I'm going to be looking at for my secondary stack. But we'll go over that. So, to start off with, I'm going to just talk about who I like in these games. In the LPL games, RNG is heavily favored over LGD, EDG is favored over LNG, and IG is favored over JDG. So, you got some of the best teams in the LPL playing against. I mean RNG and EDG are playing against lower tier teams, but IG's got a upper. They're like the 5th seed right now in the standings. JDG's been playing pretty well, but IG is the best team in China, so we'll see how that goes. And because they're playing against JDG, IG is a little bit cheaper than the players from RNG and some of the players from EDG. So I think IG is a good value. So going position by position right now, we have the top laners that I like the most. Lck from RNG going against LGD. I think LGD is just going to give up a lot of kills in this game to RNG, and I think RNG is going to be one of the best stacks of the night. So I really like Lck. I like the Shy if you're stacking IG. Staying away from T1 tonight because I do think that they're going to dominate Sandbox. So I'm going to stay away from T1 tonight. Aote from EDG. He's been playing really well. I like him at 6,600 against LNG. And then my favorite play, so all the way at the bottom of the list here for top laners, we have some of that a Freak of Freak and Griffin game. I really like Griffin in this game. Griffin has a lot of momentum. They just 2-0'd Devon Gaming last night, which is huge for Griffin. And a Freak of Freaks have been on a downward spiral, so I really like Griffin. And Sword was the starting top laner for Griffin last night when they 2-0'd Devon. He played both games and he scored 71 points. I would expect that they're going to stick with the same lineup, considering that they 2-0'd Devon last night. And there's a high upside with the lineup if that is indeed the case. So Sword is the cheapest top laner at 4,800. I expect him to start tonight for Griffin against a Freak of Freaks. And like I said, I expect Griffin to win. They are the dogs in this one. Freak of Freaks are favored to win. So I really like Sword tonight. I think Sword is going to be plugged into a lot of my lineups. Moving over to the jungle position. You see the T1 junglers are the most expensive. Like I said, I'm staying away from T1. That's a pretty steep price to pay for them, especially with the risk of them switching them out in and out in the series. I'm just not willing to play them. If you're going to play them, you're going to want who is starting. We're not going to know before lock who will be starting because I think you're going to want the starter because I expect T1 to 2-0 Sandbox. So whoever's starting is probably going to play both those games, and then the other is not going to play at all. So I'm staying away from T1 junglers tonight. Just too much of a risk. Moving down to XLB at 7,200 for RNG. Like I said, I think RNG is going to be, if not the highest scoring stack of the night, they'll be the second highest scoring behind Invictus Gaming. LGD just gives up a lot of kills, and I expect, with the way that they've been playing in the LPL, it's going to be very fast, a lot of kills. So I like XLB. I don't really like Junjia tonight for EDG. I think if there's one spot that I'm not playing someone from EDG, it's in the jungle position, so I'm going to stay away from Junjia. I really like Leon tonight, 6,800 for IG against JDG. Even if IG doesn't 2-0, I think they will 2-1, so there'll be 3 games. And I still think even if they lose a game, it'll be really close, and there will be a lot of kills handed around. So I really like IG tonight. RNG and Invictus Gaming are by far my favorite stacks, and I'm pairing them with a Griffin secondary stack. So I like Leon. I don't think Ning will start. I think Leon will, and I think Leon will play the series. If you're gonna stack JDG, because you think they are going to beat IG, I can definitely see going to Kanavi. He's been playing really well for JDG. He can carry the game. He's just been playing out of his mind. So I could see playing Kanavi and a JDG stack. And as well, if you want to play LGD as underdog to RNG, I'm not. But if you are, I think Peanut would be the big focus in that stack, because Peanut is the backbone of the team. He plays really well. This guy, some of these games, he's 84 points against World Elite, 103 versus Victory 5, 81 versus IG, then they even lost that series, but he still got 81 points, and then he got 121 points against Top Esports in a 2-0, so if LGD is going to upset RNG, Peanut will be a big part of that. And then my favorite jungler, and this is going to be no surprise, is coming from Griffin. It's going to be Tarzan. Griffin's prices are really low tonight, and I really do think they're going to win. Their momentum is just insane right now, especially coming off of a 2-0 on Damwon last night. So, and if they're going to stick with the same lineup, if they switch the lineup again, I think it would be a horrible mistake by them. I think they should stick with the lineup that's hot and just roll them out until they're not hot anymore. I mean, they're not really playing for playoffs, but I think experimenting with this lineup is a good idea. So Tarzan is a big part of that lineup, and if Griffin wins, I think Tarzan is a big, big part of that. He's a really good player, and he's very fun to watch. So Tarzan is going to be my favorite jungler probably for the night. Now moving over to mid lane. This is where Griffin isn't my favorite play. UCal can be played in a Griffin stack, but I'm not going to be playing UCal. I'm going to be playing these guys at the top. So for me, it's going to be Xiaohu from RNG, Rookie from IG. I think those are the two that I'm mainly going to play. I think if I have a EDG stack, I could see playing Scout, but if I'm having an EDG stack, I'm going to be more focused on AOD and Hope, because Hope has been playing out of his mind. So my favorite plays here are Xiaohu from RNG for 8,000 and Rookie from Invictus Gaming for 78. Like I said, they're heavy favorites, and I expect this IG JDG game to be very bloody. Moving over to AD carry. Now, there's a couple places I can go here. So, at the top, like I said previously about not playing Scout, I really like playing Hope from EDG at 8,200. Hope has been playing out of his mind for EDG, and he's just been really fun to play. He can play so many different champions. If he gets the Aphelios, it's nasty. If he gets Varus, it's nasty. So I really like Hope if I have an EDG stack. Betty from RNG. Uzi's still not back. Betty's still going to be playing. So I really like Betty tonight. And then my I think my favorite AD carry for the night is Puff from Invictus Gaming for 7,800. Like I said, I think this game is going to be really bloody with JDG, and Puff will be a huge part of that. And then my favorite value play of the night is Viper from Griffin. Not a surprise. Viper's been playing really well. If Griffin wins, Viper's going to be a huge part of that. Moving over to support. My favorite support play of the night would be Southwind from Invictus for 5,800. And then second would be Ming from RNG for 6,000. And then my cheap play would be Mako from EDG for 52. I'm not gonna mess around with Arove from Griffin for 4,000. I think there's more upside with Ming, Southwind, and Mako. Looking over at teams, I could see playing T1 as a one-off in the team position against Sandbox. Like I said, they've already played Sandbox, and it was actually pretty recently. And they 2-0'd them. And they scored 68 points. So I think T1 as a one-off in the team position is really good. RNG in play, Edward Gaming in play, Invictus Gaming at 5,200 is insane in play. And I would say Griffin at 4,800 is in play. So if you found this video helpful for you building your lineups, hit the like button and subscribe, and tune in tomorrow for the next slate. Alright, see you later.